Hello, welcome to this video where every day I pull a card and I also read something from a book, and it really helps you to start your day in an inspired, conscious way, knowing that you are the creator of your life. You get to choose. You have so much freedom of choice. I just bit my tongue. And also inner freedom. So it's really getting in touch with your knowing that you have all the power, freedom of choice, and inner freedom, and you can find your inner peace. That's what we do here. All right, the card I pulled today is the Magician by the Light in the Light Seers Tarot deck. Magician's such a great card. It's about manifesting all your desires, having the ability, right? So you have all you need to create the life you desire. And some people I know are saying, well, what if I desire to win millions of dollars and have a big yacht and have I don't have any of that. I have no way of making it happen. And that's where we go. Oh, I noticed this, how like my right shoulder is so much lower. So here's the thing. We have the ability, but we may not be willing to do what it takes. And this is when I finally realized this, I'm like, oh, true. We all have the ability probably. We're just not willing really to do what it takes. Right? And is it a real desire, or is it something kind of silly, right? It's like, well, I may be just saying that because I'm pissed off, because my life is where it's at, right? Like, do you really want those things? For me, I would never want a big, huge mansion, ever. No, thank you. But everybody's different, right? So really, it's you have the ability to manifest what you desire, and but that doesn't mean it can happen tomorrow. It may mean, we had the ability, especially in our 20s, to like really go for what we truly wanted in life, but we didn't, right? We have will, we have freedom of choice. And so although we have our doubts, our limiting beliefs, all of those things get in our way, but it still doesn't mean that we don't have the ability, right? So the little affirmation is, I manifest the life I desire through energy and intention. And this is what it is. So what happens is when we desire something, we may say it, oh, I so want this. I want this so much. But so many of our thoughts are focused on the lack or not having it, or all the things we'd have to do to have it, we think, that we don't really want to do. They're kind of like, oh my God, I just can't even imagine. Or I have to force myself to do these things. So we're not going to do them. I know there's so many things in my life that I said I wanted that when I really got down to it, when I really knew this truth, I was like, no, I don't want to do those things to have that, right? I don't want to. And what we get stuck in is the belief that we have to do certain things to get it. We have such a deep belief, because that's what we were taught, programmed and conditioned to believe, that we have to do certain things to have something, that it just can't come to us, right? And so that's why often we don't achieve things or don't get certain things. But if you change your belief as in, things can just come to me in any way, like it's totally possible that a miracle could happen tomorrow. It's totally possible that I could win the lotto in 2 weeks if I keep buying lottery tickets. Of course, it's totally possible. It's totally possible that I could find a certain amount of money laying on the street. It's totally possible that someone could gift me something that I never expected, right? So it's like we're setting the intention of what we desire, but we're leaving it open and not doubting, not losing faith. So you're holding faith, you're holding trust that no matter what, it will come to you. But it has its own timing. That's the thing. It may not be tomorrow, it may not be in 2 weeks, it may not be when you think you have to have it. And so there's so many things we are the ones that get in our way because of our beliefs, because of how we identify. Oh, wow, I'd love to have that, but I'm not the type of person that could ever win. I have no one. Look at the difference. God, my one sleeve's so much shorter. Oh, it's rolled up. I have no one to just hand me the money. So last year, I believe it was, I got gifted from my mom some money, and I would have never guessed that I would have gotten that at that time. Like never. And so here we go, right? I would have never imagined that I was going to get that. But it did come, and it was like, oh my God, I would have never known that. So I if I would have had the belief that there's no way I could just get given money, there's no way, it's impossible. I guess I just have to live the way I live. I guess I'm just going to be this way, right? So don't let your thoughts fall that way. Notice when you go into that. All right, so we're going to have read from the book. So really what it's about is living in the possibilities. It's totally possible that in 2 weeks I could get gifted money. It is. You have no idea. It's totally possible that in 2 weeks you could win the lotto if you buy tickets. It's totally possible if you go to a store tonight and you buy a scratch ticket, you could win money. It's totally possible. So start setting the intention that miracles can happen and things can happen to you. And of course you get to receive, right? Okay, what we're talking about today also is all beliefs are taken with a positive intent, connected to survival, protection, or enable you to experience something. Every belief has a benefit for you, even if it's a limiting belief that you don't want. Like, it's just not possible for me to, right? That could be a belief. And you're like, there's no positive aspect to that. Why would that be for me? Because it's protecting you from something, always. So every belief that we have, and it might have started in childhood when we were having to form a belief within ourselves that protected us from something. It may seem illogical, but it was just formed from a child's point of view, right? So that has kept us, that is in us, right? It's in us deep, and we may not even realize it. So it's a whole thing. We're continuing to believe something that seems not to serve us, but actually did protect us or serve us at one time in our life. So when you see what that belief is, so here's an example. So for somebody, like the belief serves you. So if somebody thinks, oh my God, like healthy eating is just so hard. It's just so hard. Healthy eating and being fit, oh my God, like it's just so hard. And you're like, I don't want that belief, right? I'm just the type of person who can't. How it protects you is so that you don't have to do things you don't want to do. And so that you get to continue to eat the foods that you love, that you kind of know you shouldn't. You continue not having to exercise, right? You see what you mean? But if you actually make a commitment and choose to believe that you can become healthy and fit, that means you have to change your life. And right now, your unconscious, subconscious, whatever is saying, I don't want to change my life. I don't want to change my life. So do you see what I mean? That belief is protecting you from changing your life, from having to be different, from having to do different things. So our beliefs always serve us. So when you take a look at, why am I doing this? So for me, there was a few things with my business that I was like, well, I want a successful business. I want more clients. I want this. But what I saw was sometimes I was like, I don't want the heavy responsibility. I don't want to fail. This is my deep inner beliefs that I didn't realize, right? We're running the show. I'm scared to fail. I'm scared to promise something to a client and it doesn't happen and I would feel so bad. I don't want a client to pay me money and they don't get results. I would feel so terrible. You see what I mean? Of course, in my head, I was like, no, I'd love to have clients. I have so much to share. I have so much to gift. I have so much knowledge I want to share. I want to help people. But deep down, there were these feelings of you're going to fail. You're going to disappoint them. They're going to be mad at you because it never worked for them, right? So every belief. So I want you to think about that, right? What isn't working out in your life and what belief really is deep down in there that may be preventing it, right? But then again, we get to change that. We get to look at it and go, oh, wow, I can't believe I've been thinking that. Well, it's not true. It may feel completely untrue now because you're an adult and you might have formed that belief when you were a little child. So now it's like, well, that's crazy. Why would I choose to believe that, right? Then it's just about having the awareness. When that comes up, you're like, okay, that's an old belief. It's not me anymore. I'm used to feeling it. I'm used to believing it. I'm used to having that emotion about it. So I need to change it. And when I change it, it'll feel weird because my body's going to go, something's different. Something's different. but it doesn't mean it can't be changed, right? So remember, you have all that you need. You have all that you need right now. And yes, that may mean you still need to learn something if you want to pursue something, but you have all you need to learn something, right? That's kind of what it means too. You have all you need. Do you want to do it? Are you willing to do it? Right? To put it back on you, your responsibility. Well, I want this, so that means it's up to me to get it. What am I willing to do? Because it is up to me, right? And get excited about what you're willing to do and just taking that action. And then if there comes a point where you're like, oh, I'm just tired of this, I don't want to do this anymore, it's too much trouble, then that's your choice. That's your choice. Then you can choose something else. All right, let's take some deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale, releasing tension and stress. Breathe it out, breathe it out. Inhale, breathing in really, really deeply. Exhale, making noise even to let out the stress and Inhale deeply. Exhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale deeply, really filling up your lungs, filling up your belly, expanding. Exhale all your worry, fear, doubt, down, down, down through your feet, through into the center of the earth, leaving it there. Inhaling, breathing in the beautiful, loving, grounding earth energy up and through your body, expanding through your whole body, feeling your body fill up with this love and light. And exhale, worry, fear, doubt, relax the shoulders, relax the muscles of your face, your eyelids, close your eyes, relax, relax. Inhale into your heart center, breathing in deeply, expanding through the chest. And then exhaling your love and light and all the intentions, all of the things you desire to come into your life, exhale them out into the world, asking God, Source, Universe. Inhale love and light, filling up your cup, expanding through your chest. And then you're going to exhale and ground it right down, down, down into the center of the earth, breathing it down, dumping, dumping, release, relax, release, relax. Hand on your heart. I am worthy. I am deserving. I have all that I need. I am always on the right path. Everything is working out for me. So many things are possible for me. I'm excited to see what is next for me. I'm excited to see what is ahead for me. All right, have an absolutely amazing day or evening whenever you're watching this. Make sure to subscribe, give me a like, feel free to share this video, and I will see you tomorrow.